Hello everybody, welcome to another tutorial for LiveScore. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to edit a music score in LiveScore, a Max for Live package in Ableton Live for music notation, or commonly, sheet music. Let's open the example set, LiveScore tutorial Happy Birthday, from the course materials. We have an empty MIDI track called Score, serving as the master track containing our LiveScore editor device. Click on Open Editor and you will see the pop-up window containing the score. If we click on File in LiveScore's menu bar, we will see that Save to Live Set is checked. That means the score will be saved to the live set if we click on Save Score without any external files needed. Now, let's talk about selection. There are different objects you can select on LiveScore. Click on a note head to select a single note. By default, a selected note is highlighted blue. With the selected note, you can, for example, change the duration of the note. Let's change the last chord into dotted half notes. Hold Shift and click on the button note to select Arrange. Now, the last chord is written in dotted half notes. Let's click on an empty space to deselect it. If we click on an empty space within a measure, we will select the measure itself. With a selected measure, you can, for example, attach graphics to the measure without the need of having any notes. We will talk about graphics in another tutorial. Alternatively, to select a range of notes, we can drag and create a rectangular marquee area. All notes within the area will be selected. Or if you want to make an accurate selection, we can go to the Pitch Utility tab in the sidebar and use the Advanced Selection tool here. For example, we can select all the Ds from measure 4 to 5. Select the target measures first, and choose Select All Pitches in Selected Measure or Staff. Now, check the box for Only Pitch class, and choose D for our pitch class. Click on Select and you will see that only Ds are selected. In the Tools sidebar, we will see a palette of buttons, which you can use to edit a note. Hover on the buttons and you will see what they mean. For example, we can change the note value or add an articulation. Select a range of notes to add a slur or a crescendo. These tools are also for adding new notes. Let's delete the right-hand part on bar 8 and add some triplets. Make sure nothing is selected when you choose the options in the Tools sidebar. To add a new note, double-click on the staff. Press Z to undo if you made a mistake. To copy and paste notes, you can first select a range of notes. Press C, and then select the measure you want to paste in. Then press V. Press D to double the note value and H to halve the note value. To change the pitch of a note, you can press U to raise the note up a semitone or J to lower it a semitone. Press O to raise it an octave higher and L to lower it an octave. Alternatively, you can also use the palette in the Pitch Utility sidebar. To see the full list of keyboard shortcuts, go to Edit in the menu and click on Shortcuts. Let us now talk about the Staff Manager, which is available from View in the menu. Or alternatively, you can press Shift-2 to access it. Most commonly, you can set the clef and key signature for a staff. Let's select a tenor clef for the second staff. Now, going back to the score by clicking on View and then Score, or by pressing Shift-1. You will see that the score is updated. Go back to the Staff Manager. The Style column is also useful if you would like to have, for example, an F8 VB clef or a percussion staff, or options for microtonality. We will talk about these in another tutorial. Lastly, click on View and Preferences or Shift 3. You will see some options for display. We could, for example, add a subtitle saying LiveScore tutorial. Going back to the score, you will see it displayed. Other than text, you can also set some spacing preferences, and there are also some show and hide options, as well as some color settings. The last option, Automatic Live Clip Update, is for MIDI clip transcriptions, which we will cover in another tutorial. Do not check this box if you do not wish to mess up your MIDI clips in the Ableton Live set. That's all for this tutorial. There are, of course, many other features available from the LiveScore editor, but we will cover them separately in detail in other tutorials. If you find this video useful, please click on the like button. Or if you have questions or issues to report, please comment down below. See you again in our other tutorials!